All right, I admitted 1,000 calories a day is not sustainable. Okay, you're right. I was wrong as usual. Okay, I'm not gonna try for that anymore. I was trying to get back onto that train. Not really a realistic goal, so I'm gonna cut that out. And basically, henceforth, I'm gonna be aiming for between 1,500 calories, but no more than 2,500 calories a day. 2,500 calories a day is probably around my maintenance. So as long as I don't go over that, I should have, a weight loss over time, even if it does take a little while. I've got like 59 or 51 days left until my trip. I'd like to lose as much weight before then as possible. If I don't get it all off before then whatever, it's understandable, whatever. I'm going to try my best to get as much of it off as I can, though. So no more than 2,500 calories a day, or I'll break this streak up here of days since major incidences, okay? It's been 9 days since the last major incident, which I'm quite happy with. Probably the longest that's it's been that way in like many months, so very very happy about that. Before I had said it would be no more than 3,000 calories a day and it would break that. Now it's going to be no more than 2,500. So I'd like to keep that up until my trip in 51 days. We'll see if I can do it. So I had 9 hours and 15 minutes worth of sleep last night. I'm finally getting some real sleep. Had a crazy nightmare though. I dreamed I was getting stabbed in like a lake. I don't know why. I have very violent nightmares for some reason, but I had 5 grams of creatine, 5 grams of creatine as always. 51 days left, 9 days down until my trip. I ran 3 miles today on the treadmill. I was invited back to that gym. I ran 3 miles on the treadmill in 25 minutes and 35 seconds. It was tough. I was trying my best. And then after that, I went over to the pull-up bar and I did 12 chin-ups. I probably could have done like 1 or 2 more, but I wasn't trying to like push it to the max or anything. I was only planning on doing 8. Then I was only planning on doing 10. Then I was like, okay, I'll do 12. So, also there's some kind of problem with like my lung for some reason, like right around here in my body. It feels like some kind of muscle soreness. I don't know if I just kind of overextended myself at some point and kind of stretched out some muscle tissue around there, but it kind of hurts. I don't really know why. It didn't start today. It started like last night, so I'm not really sure what caused that. Maybe it's because of how I sleep. I kind of like lay on my stomach and then I put my arm like underneath the pillow like that, so maybe that kind of strained the muscle somewhere. I don't really know, but I'll probably take the next few days off because of that. I don't play around with potential injuries and whatnot. I'm very safe when I exercise. I had 2,025 calories of food today, which I'm a little bit angry about, to be honest. I did have a lot of junk food today. I also had a ton of protein shakes today. I had like 4 protein shakes, so they kind of evened each other out, okay? I had 2,025 calories with 179 grams of protein. First off, I tried all 3 flavors of the Jocko protein shakes. They were pretty good. I went to the store today, so I picked up a bunch of protein shakes to try. I like trying things, especially flavors of foods or drinks. All 3 of those were 540 calories with 90 grams of protein. Quite a lot of protein. I would say the coffee flavor was pretty good. The vanilla flavor was pretty good. The chocolate was like, it wasn't really that big of a deal. And then I also had Core Power Elite Protein. I had the strawberry flavor this time. It's like $5, which is way too expensive. I only got each of the 3 flavors to try them. Vanilla was definitely the best. Chocolate was pretty good, and then the strawberry one I had today was kind of meh. It was kind of mid, as the kids would say. I wouldn't really recommend it, to be honest. That was 230 calories, 12 grams of protein. This is unfortunately, I had quite a bit of dessert bread again. As I said, my aunt does this like once or twice a year. Some of the best bread ever, but I'm sure it's very, very heavy. I count each little square of it like around this big, around like this thick. I count each of those as like 75 calories, which I think is about fair. I had about 555 calories worth of that with 8 grams of protein. Sometimes I consolidate like a few items into like one thing. Like I think I had a little bit of chips or something like that, and I included that in there. So that's why, it's not exactly a round number, but I also had some cottage cheese, which was 180 calories, 24 grams of protein. Had some leftover hibachi chicken, which is almost gone. That's 200 calories, 13 grams. And then I had some chips and dip. That was 320 calories, 2 grams of protein. All in all, 2,025 calories, 179 grams of protein. Tomorrow, I'm probably going to rest because, as I said, my lung is sore. And I'm going to try my absolute best not to eat any junk food because I've been doing that a little bit the last few days. I had been doing really good before then. So tomorrow, I think I'm going to make like little short-term goals. Like for now, let's say I don't want any more junk food for the next 2 days whatsoever. And also, I want to keep, under 2,500 calories for as long as possible to keep that streak going up until my trip in 51 days. So you might be wondering, what have I been watching? What have I been playing? What have I been doing? Okay, I'm rewatching Zack Snyder's Justice League. Let me see how far into it I am. hour in. Okay, so I'm an hour in. That's where my computer is. I'm an hour into that. I'm gonna start playing Cooking Simulator probably so I can learn recipes. I've also been going through and sorting all my Pokemon cards. Okay, very productive. Honestly, the last few days have been like some of the most productive days in a long time. So I actually did get a lot done. But yeah, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Your mother is so fat that she bleeds chocolate milk. Thank you for watching. I will see you tomorrow for day 294. Goodbye.